So hello, and welcome to hashtag Follow the Leader with your host Ma. Hashtag Tony with an I. What's going on, guys? So I did a post yesterday because it's crazy how you kind of talk things up. Because a couple of days ago, I think it was the 16th. If you guys are following my blogs, which 9 of you are, thank you for the 9 that are following. Like and subscribe, follow me. But I spoke about, trying to balance your outside life with camp life and how to, do that. And I spoke about some of the traumatic things that happened, like when my cousin was murdered 1 year, and some other family members passed on. And I guess I talked that up because my aunt passed away yesterday, so I couldn't find the strength or couldn't find the energy to post a blog. And yeah, yeah. But anywho, so tonight we'll talk about kind of disconnecting and trying to take from my other experience and you know disconnect from the world, and it can be so easy because as I sit here, my mind goes back to my aunt and everything else that has happened throughout the camping experience. And my cousin yesterday morning called me. It was check-in, and she never really calls me, and she was like, I didn't answer because I'm like, oh, Deborah, she's calling me, and I called her back, and she's like, cuz, I have some news, you know, grandma passed away, which is her grandmother, and my aunt, which is also my godmother, she passed away. And I was appreciative because, before I spoke about how no one told me the other times that my cousin passed away or my other aunt passed away, and that kind of like stung, it kind of hurt a little bit. So I really respect that she did tell me before I read it on Facebook. But it was like unbelievable. I'm like, oh my goodness. And having to, I cried, wipe the tears away and all that kind of stuff. But then again, I had to like shut that off to kind of not think about my life, but to think about the campers that were coming in. So I couldn't mourn long. I had to dry my tears and kind of like go straight, head first and emotions to the back and make things happen because the campers needed to be checked in or checked out. It was check out today, it was check in. It was that. So I had to like forget about my life for a second and think about something else. And that's why I say how easy it is to like take yourself out of the equation. At that moment I couldn't wholly take myself out of the equation because obviously who isn't hurt when you hear that someone has passed away and you're not home. I had to hear my mom cry on the phone, and it's a crazy thing. But as I sit here again and I think about like things go on, like today we had check in and we had different activities that we had to do, so it kind of took my mind off of everything that's going on. And that's why I do love that aspect of camp. I can let go and I can disconnect. Like there's like in Zimbabwe, I just read that there was a murder attempt on the president, and there's like 250 migrant people that are stuck outside in the Mediterranean Sea. So those kind of things you kind of can disconnect to, and you only read it because I don't really like CNN or ABC or any of that, only because like it gives me anxiety about it. So I can, when I'm at camp, like I can not have to get on news or flip through the news channels and see what's going on. I hope that the world don't end because Lord, Jesus, I'm not ready. I'm not at that point yet. So can you hold on for a second? I got you after that though. But yeah, like all these crazy things can happen and I don't know about it because I can disconnect myself. I can detach from the world and everything that goes on, which is also a bad thing because, you know, it's easy to forget. Like, not that I'm going to forget that my aunt died because it stings it. It kind of helped me mourn with it, I guess, as crazy as that sounds. Because you have to, it's crazy. It's crazy. Detaching yourself from the world and trying to connect with the campers and try to connect with all these kind of things and excuse me, that kind of crazy stuff. But that's kind of what camp does to you. I mean, my brother, he says like, man, camp is it's bad luck, and I'm kind of like, you know what, camp just might be bad luck. You know, all these things happen, but then I think of it as kind of a not a blessing in disguise because how can that be a blessing in disguise? But it kind of helps me with the healing process. You know, of course, the funeral is probably going to be Saturday, so I mean, I will realize it then. And not being around family, I guess that's the hard part too. But you know, but that's just how camp does so many things. You know, it can help you and then it can harm you in some aspects. Like I could be definitely with my family right now, but I mean, what is that? I mean, what can you do? But you know, I think I should talk about happier things, like I don't know, tomorrow. Oh, this week we are Welcome to the Jungle, which I know you're like, man, Tony, what's up? Like, what are you doing? What is that hat on your head? You know, I know you guys are like hating on my hat, low key, but this hat is cool. You know, it's Welcome to the Jungle theme this year or this week, so that should be really exciting. It's also the third week of camp. We are in our last of the 3 weeks of adult week, and the next 2 weeks will be a young adults, and then the last week will be kids. And I'm hoping to go to Canada. They're following, and California, and I will do after the California train ride thing that I hope I get to do. There's also a camp that I will do after that until like the day before school. I know what you're thinking. Like, camp life is the best life. Tony, how do you get to do that? And you know what I'm saying? Like, I've just been blessed. I've been lucky to do all these kind of things. Yeah. So, of course, I went on past my 3 minutes and I've moved into 7 minutes. And I know someone has probably not even watched past 3. So, thank you for watching what you watched. But if you did listen the whole time, thank you. I appreciate you. So again, welcome to hashtag follow live with your host, hashtag Tony with an I. Thank you. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell your friends about me, share me. Yeah, come along with the journey with me. You know you want to. Bye.